Hi, my name is Kerry Critchlow from RCR Recording Studios, and today we're going to be talking about 5 things every music producer should know. Now, these are going to be more technical skills or hard skills. There are soft skills that you could that would be very beneficial for a music producer to know as well. But today we're just going to be covering more of the technical aspects. So, the first thing that you should know if you want to become a music producer is basic music theory. That's going to include, notes, chords, major scales, and rhythm fundamentals. Be able to understand how you can put the different things together in order to create music, right? These are the basic building blocks of music. And if you want to be able to create music, you should know at least the basics of these things. Notes would be like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and F sharp, G flat, all of that fun stuff. Rhythm fundamentals can include, whole notes, half notes, and things like that, rests, etc. How to use a DAW or a digital audio workstation. This is like, Pro Tools, Ableton, Logic, all of the various digital audio workstations or DAWs. It doesn't really matter which one you use. They all do the same thing. So just pick whichever one you like best, because they're all going to basically do the same thing. And so, but knowing how to use one and use it well is going to be extremely helpful. You also want to be able to understand basic signal flow. Signal flow is basically how to get the sound from where it is to where you want it to go, right? And so if you're recording a vocal or you're recording a guitar or a piano or whatever it is that you're recording, you want to be able to get it to record into your DAW, get it to play into your headphones or your monitors or whatever you're using, and make sure that it's, the signal's going where you want it to go. The fourth thing you want to know is how to use MIDI, which is Musical Instrument Digital Interface, or samples, right? So you want to be able to use MIDI and samples because most modern recordings use MIDI and samples in order to create their music. And so being able to draw in MIDI notes or record them, being able to find samples or manipulate samples in order to create the sounds you want, and make sure that you're putting the notes in the right spot and for the right lengths and all that kind of stuff is all going to be something you're going to want to know. And then the last thing that you're going to want to know is how to play an instrument, and learning at least the basics of any instrument, whether that's guitar, banjo, trumpet, kazoo, whatever. Learning at least the basics of an instrument, but especially piano, is going to be extremely useful for being able to speed up your workflow and helping you to understand music more broadly, right? Because playing an instrument is going to teach you some of the fundamentals of this basic music theory and how to put together the notes and chords and stuff like that to create your melodies and your rhythms and all that kind of fun stuff. Now, all of this being said, I've known music producers that don't really know any of this stuff. They just have a good ear for music, and they're able to communicate that that kind of vision or process to others in order to help them make better music and things like that. But if you're making music on your own, you're really going to need to know these things at least on a basic level. You don't need to be an expert in any of this stuff to start creating some great music, but knowing just the basics is going to help you. And if you want to check out videos, I think we have videos on almost all of these things and how to get started creating music. So anyways, I hope this has been helpful. I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.